All right, more of the same, but a different equation. What is the? Well, basically, we have to find the inverse function. What is the first step? What do we got to do first, guys? I've got a little cheat sheet up there. Yes. Substitute y and x, or well, is it y for x or y for f of x? Yeah. So we're gonna do this step first, right? We're gonna substitute y for f of x. That's step one. All right. Somebody else, tell me what we do for step two. Yes. Yeah, but you're correct. But what is the general thing we're going to do? Yes, get x by itself. So we're going to do x by itself. So we want it to look like x equals some stuff. And then you said the first thing was to do what? Yep. We're going to add 2 to both sides. We're going to start this process where we add 2 to both sides. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 plus 2x is just 2x, right? And then y plus 2 is just y plus 2, right? Okay, are we done? Is x by itself? No. What do we need to do next? Divide by 2. Whatever I do on one side, I do on the other. I'm going to write this over here because I want the space. So that's x is equal to y plus 2 all over 2, right? All right, what is step number 3? What's that? Yeah, we just got to switch x and y. So step 3, wherever there's an x, I make it a y. And wherever there's a y, I make it an x. So now I have y is equal to x plus 2 over 2. That is step 3. And what's the last step? Yeah, we do the f inverse notation. Replace y with f inverse. All right, so this is what the graph should look like. Well, let me slow down and give you guys a chance to write that down. Mr. Adams goes really fast. I got to remember you guys are learning it. Okay? Got to give you a second to digest it, I suppose. Okay. Before we move further, do you guys have any questions? Does it make sense? All right, so now what do we want to do? Well, we verify by graphing. So go to your handy dandy calculator. What was it? 2x minus 2? Yeah. And then it was, what was it? X plus 2 divided by 2? Yeah, I think. Is that right? Did I plug it in right? Okay. I'll leave that up there for a second. Everybody plug this in your calculator. I know some of you are writing it down. I'll wait. Yeah, so let me see. Uh-oh. But you got plus 4. It's supposed to be plus 2. That's fine. So there was she had a slight mistake. She put the wrong equation in just by mistake. And immediately she noticed that it is not symmetrical. So that's why we graph it, right? It's a way we can double check. They don't have the answers on the back of the book for the SAT, but if you know how to use your calculator and you know the math, it makes sense. So I'm going to point out a couple of points. Well, let me graph this first. So do you guys have a screen like this? If you don't, raise your hand. Let's figure it out. Oh, you just go all the way over. So, you have it. You have it white. So we'll make this. Yeah, we'll make that blue. So that's okay. It's better to learn this stuff now. All right, I think we got it. Yeah. It's, oh, did you clear out the column? You know you could clear the whole list. Okay. Yeah. That's why I had us turn off the plots at the beginning. Yeah, sometimes kids get bored. So let me take a snapshot of this. You only have to sketch it once. You could sketch the one that's from the book if you want. So our graph does in fact look like the textbook, right? Here's the textbook. Again, I want to point out one more thing. So sketch the textbook one. But if you look at this point here, this is -2, comma 0. That's F inverse. And then over here, I have 0, comma -2. That's no accident. Let's pick out another point. This point, right? Well, this one isn't very helpful because it's just 1, comma 1, right? And then this point over here is 1, comma 1. But basically, you're flip-flopping the x and y's. Okay. So that's what the F inverse does. Do you guys have any questions on this particular one? And if they intersect, they will always intersect on the green line. Okay.